Welcome back to the Shane Plays Let's Play series of Baldur's Gate, Siege of Dragonspear. Last video we were at this bridge here, which was destroyed by the enemy, and we had a encounter with the Shining Lady where she tried to
Though peace and quiet is appealing
sort of
at
make her
times,
case.
this is not one of those times. Let us move on.
Yes, let us move on. So we had a really interesting encounter with basically who
What do you want?
I believe the enemy of this expansion is, and we've got to reroute because this bridge was blown off to another bridge, or blown up to another bridge, and we also need to find a couple more of these stone menhirs, these standing stones. So I always have so much trouble with the sound in here. I got the music volume to nothing, and it's just playing, it's just blasting. Now there's nothing. Hold on. I kept trying to adjust it before I started recording, and it wasn't working. But I guess now it is. So frustrating. I don't know. It seems kind of loud to me.
Huh?
Okay, let's travel. Let's
Top of my to-do list.
look around a little bit more. Want to get this area all completely. Oh, a bear. Do I really want to fight a bear? I guess so. That was not my goal in life. What the heck is that? Is that a little bear cub and I just killed its mom? Oh, it's a groundhog. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay, I can't go any further here. La 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 la. Not sure there's anywhere else I can go down here. Yeah, these are the sort of displaced villagers. I guess their village was burned. Talked to them a couple of sessions ago. What is that, a trap? Why would there be a trap right here? Okay, that's fine.
You want me?
Yeah, I need you to disarm a trap.
Right.
Disarm this one. Why would there be a trap right here, I wonder?
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
It says we have to divert north in the journal to find this other bridge. What in the world? Can I even get up in there? Let me check the map. We may have to go down here to find some more of these men here. I think maybe I've already explored all this. This is nice. I like how they added that onto this new expansion. From Beamdog, this is new, where you can say, give me the background, and it'll show you everything that's explorable on the map. Very nice. Oh, what the heck? How do I get out of the map? What done happened? Let me go back to the map here. Here we go. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. I zoomed in on a black area without realizing it. I think I've searched all in here. I'm just being thorough. I don't think there's really anywhere. I don't think there's really much more to search up here. But let's check anyway. Yep, I'm at the edge of the map. Is that another groundhog? What is that? Is that a squirrel? I'm not a big fan of squirrels. Yeah, it's a squirrel.
Huh? Way ahead of you, boss.
A squirrel is a familiar. I love squirrels. Alright guys, let's head back down and go to the camp. Explore some areas. What is this over here? Can I get into here? I don't really think so. Here's the camp. I think we need to go this way.
Is there something I can do for you?
Why do you ask? I'm trying to think of a way to answer that doesn't end with me getting slapped and failing miserably. Well, perhaps not miserably. Some things are worth the slap. You've done more than enough for me already, and I thank you for it. I'm going to say, why do you ask?
I simply thought that if we're to travel together, face Kalar Argent together, we might do well to get to know one another.
I suspect you'll know all of me you want to and more before business with the Shining Lady is at an end. Agreed. Let's go find someplace private and get to know each other, or get to knowing each other. I would like nothing better, but I fear you'll not find me good company at the moment.
Let's concentrate on the mission then. If we can do what the Grand Dukes have asked, I'll be satisfied.
Is that really all you want? I think there's more to you than duty. Tell me, what is it you're feeling? What do you desire?
This isn't the time. I have a mission. That's all that matters. So let's go.
Oh, you want to get to know each other better? So I ask you a personal question, and then let's protect it. What the heck? These poor deer. I'm going to protect the deer from the evil, mean wolves. If I can. Can I attack? Yeah, let's force the attack. Evil, mean wolves. Let's see if we can save the deer. I'm afraid it may be too late to save the deer. Run, deer. Yeah, I didn't save the deer. I tried. You wasted magic missile on wolves? We need to talk. There's another bear. I was hoping that was a menhir right there. Groundhog? And that beetle killed a groundhog. What the heck? I'll go up here and see.
Way ahead of you, boss.
See if I can go avenge this groundhog. Stop wasting magic missile on this stuff.
Yeah, way ahead of you, boss.
Well, I'm getting the feeling that there's not going to be any of these magical or these standing stones. I found 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ain't fighting that big thing. You can go right on. You can keep right on keeping on. Keep on keeping on there, big moose guy. Oh, here we go. Devils, take your hides. Are these undead? Yeah. Zombie. Yeah. Well, we helped the dwarf. Ah, there's a cave. A cave to be investigated. Darren Highhammer, that's some nice verminating you did there, stranger. Pity you didn't come along sooner. Well, it's pity for those back in the dig. I'm not about to complain. Darren of the clan Highhammer, that's me, slayer of vermin, particularly the two-legged kind, if you know what I mean. I realize I may not look like much for the vermin slaying right now, but look, I was brought on board this project with the understanding that I'd be dealing with, you know, creepy crawlies and such. Hank eggs, carrion crawlers, maybe a serpent or two. Undead weren't part of the deal. Didn't bring the tools for taking care of that sort of thing. If undead weren't part of the deal, what was precisely? It was a straightforward contract, or so I thought. I was to help with a remote dig organized by a Talend of Dumathoin. If his clerics meant anything pleasant in the tunnels, I'd take care of it. Done dozens, hundreds of these sort of things before without much trouble. A bugbear nest once, that was about the worst I ever had to deal with. And dealing with it, not so bad compared to what happened in this dig. Where exactly is this dig you speak of? See that cavern there? The clerics in Cold Hearth too, they were, you know that thing? Adamant. They were adamant. No one who happened along see anything suspicious, especially if that no one served what's her name, Kalar. They were so worried about someone coming along outside. Should have been more concerned about what they'd find inside. What exactly happened in there? The clerics were digging down. 5th, 6th tunnel. They started looking for whatever it was Deepfin was looking for. Somewhere. Deep vein, maybe? Some kind of metal he had a vision about. Vision. He's probably just in his cups. But Cold Hearth came along. He doesn't strike me as the sort to waste times on flights of fancy. Waste his time on flights of fancy. So we're dealing with somebody named Deep Vein and also Cold Hearth. Anyway, they dug down and they hit something. If it weren't for some vein, or if it wasn't some vein of ore either. Oh, it weren't some vein of ore either. It was full of them things you helped me with and more besides. Cold Hearth went down first. Couldn't turn undead the way the clerics could. Not that it helped them long. 2 blinks of a deaf man's eye, and half the order was gone. Me and the others fell back. I told him to leave it and come out. But Auckland Deep Vein, he wasn't going anywhere. Not if it meant letting those beasties loose on the surface. Oh, so he had honor. He couldn't help it, though. A couple got out. He saw me fighting them. There's more where they came from. As soon as I get my strength back, I'll be going in, seeing if anyone's still alive. If not, I'll look for a way to make this mess worth my while. Or make this mess worth my while, if you know what I mean. There are dwarves of good faith in need, and all you're interested in is gold. That's what I'm going to say. Nah, I'm also interested in gems and items of value. And if any of them are still alive, I'll do what I can, of course. I'm not making any apologies for doing what I got to. It's hard work. Got to be a hard man to live in it. Oh, it's a hard world. Got to be a hard man to live in it. Now, if you'll give me some time, I need to rest. Build me strength back up. Axes high, friend. I should enter the dig site if I want to learn what happened to the dwarves. Yeah, I do want to learn what happened to the dwarves.
So, the Shining Lady is not the child of Baal some claimed her to be.
But she is an Aasimar. Her family has been touched by the divine, though not so recently as my own.
Though she is not of Baal's blood, thou art. I shall remain with you on this expedition and see how it might illuminate the prophecies of the wise Alondo.
Yeah, I think Aasimar are kind of in D&D terms, newer D&D terms. They're like tieflings are half humans that have been touched by the infernal, and Aasimar are half humans that have been touched by celestial, the divine kind of thing. I'm glad you'll be staying with me, Dinah, here.
Lead on, I shall follow.
Lead on, Basher McBashy, I shall follow. I can't wait till games have, in the voice acting, can pronounce the custom names, because I just can't wait to have all these characters saying Basher McBashy out loud. Alright, let's go over here and check out this stone. I've got one more to find. Seeing at the menhir. Menhir emits a pleasant tone. Its room seems to have been activated. I don't understand why it zaps me before it, you know, starts emitting a pleasant tone. I haven't quite figured these out. And a couple times it's released stuff I have to fight, or they have these stones. like specters or wraiths or something. Alright, maybe there's one more. Let me find one more, and then I'm going to go in this cave. Ancient stones. There it is. Found it. Oh, big giant spiders. Get them. Get those big giant spiders. Oh, oh. I was just thinking that I needed to save. Ah, son of a biscuit. She's dead. Arg. Alright. I'll reload and get back to where we are. Alright. So,
What
ready
you got
to
for me this time?
try that again. For you, it was... What's the briefest of moments? For me, it was, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes working my way back. You'll be happy to know that this time I saved the deer.
Way ahead of you, boss.
But I didn't save the groundhog from the beetle thing. I was very sad about that. Alright. Now, last time these spiders hit frickin' hard.
Thy called.
Yeah. I need you to drop some pain on these dudes. I forget what this is. Dispel magic. Monster summoning. Yeah. Wish I had me a nice fireball. Am I out of magic missile? There we go. Yeah, hit this thing with magic missile.
Yes, I will.
What's my cleric got here? How much?
Yeah? What do you want?
Let's take this thing out.
Another try I shall give.
These things hit pretty hard.
Yes.
Did I? Yeah, take this thing out. Man, Basher. Drink some healing, bro.
I am yours to command.
Yeah, I need you. Is it shift? Control? What is this? Some healing love on my boy here.
Ow!
Alright, we're looking good now.
What you got for me this time?
Alright, everybody's dead.
Yeah? Way
Or at
ahead
least-
of you, boss.
All these spiders is dead. Man, nothing's dropping any loot right now that I can tell.
Sweetheart?
Yeah, got us a nice big fat trap down here.
Right.
Huh? Top of my to-do
Let's
list.
see what else is going on down here. I think this is where I already came in. Where is it? Pretty much. Yeah. I've awakened a ghost.
At last I am free! Free!
I'm going to say, who are you? Name yourself, spirit. Cromis is my name. In life, I was a poor minstrel. No evil lurks in my transparent heart, I assure you. How did you come to be trapped, Cromis? Mine is a tragic tale. I grew up not far from here in a village now long turned to dust. A wealthy adventurer, Jeth Karnas, retired to the village and soon became our mayor. He had one child, a daughter, Carleen. Karnas had arranged Carleen to marry the wizard Artefion, a foul man, cruel and vicious, with the baleful gaze of a spider. Why would Karnas want such a man to marry his daughter? Carlene meant nothing to Karnas. She was property to be traded away for the best price possible. Artifion offered him much for her hand. Carlene and I fell in love. She was beautiful as a spring day. She had a fondness for pinning flowers to her hair, or in her hair. I remember how prettily they drooped over her ear. She begged to be released from her engagement to Artifion, to no avail. And so she came to me and said, if we can't be together in life, my love, we can be in death. She wanted you to make a lover's pact. A little drastic, don't you think? Couldn't you have just run away together? I'm gonna say, why didn't you just run away? I paraphrase slightly. As I recall, her exact words were, "Father's impossible. Let's go to the coast and set up a flower shop." And so we fled, but Artifion would not let Carlene go. He pursued us, catching up to us just as we crossed the winding water. He paralyzed me with a spell and snatched Carlene away as I watched helplessly. Then in his rage, he stole my voice and shattered it, binding each fragment in the petrified tooth of a great dragon. That's terrible. These menhirs are dragon teeth, but they look like ordinary rock to me. I'm going to say they look like ordinary rock to me. Case my voice in common stone? No, they're dragon teeth. Definitely. Artifion took Carlene.
And left me to die. Since then my spirit has wandered these woods, voiceless and alone. Until now, thanks to you, I can sing once more. Carlene, come to me, my love.
Well, there she is.
What is this? Where am I? Who? You. I remember you, Artifion. Foul one. I will destroy you. Destroy you all.
Carlene, do you not recognize me? It is I, Olaf Kramis. I'll say she's confused. Spirits often are. Carlene, listen to me. You had an unhappy life after you lost your lover, but now you are reunited. Look at him. You know who he is. I can say, calm yourself, spirit. Use the senses the gods gave you immediately or pay the price. I'll be nice. I'll say, you know who he is.
I remember. Kramis, it's you. I see you. Oh, Kramis, my love.
Carlene, all these years I longed to call to you, but I couldn't until now. Thanks to this kind stranger, we are together again. I'd ask for a reward, but it's a rare ghost purse that'll have any gold. Oh well, I suppose good deed will have to be its own reward on this occasion. I'm gonna say I wish you and Carlene all the best. I was buried in a barrow not far from here, in the eastern side of the forest. Seek out my grave. Whatever you find there, take with my blessing, but beware. An evil presence resides nearby. Many thanks. May you find comfort and solace. Alright. And they're gone. I solved the mystery of the menhirs. Nice. Oh, I got 6,000 XP. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Alright, ancient menhirs finished. I found a halfling named Tacos. A shield, a mirror, and a cloak. Alright, that's another quest I have going on.
What you got for me this time?
Well, I wonder
I'll get right on that.
if this cave here is the barrow, because he said it was the eastern edge of the forest. And this would be the eastern edge of the forest. So, I just don't know. But it's time to save. Let's do a quick save. And talk to this knucklehead. Oh, will he not talking? Yeah, he'll talk.
Me timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
You're back. Good. I heard some screams coming from the dig. I think some of these clerics might still be alive, or some of the clerics. If they are, I'll find them and do everything in my power to keep them that way. Yeah, you do that. I'd come with you, but had I the strength. Watch your back in there and keep your axe high. Look to you. Yeah, it's nice of him to charge in there and help out with the cleric screaming. Mummy is yelling death.
Top of my to-do list.
Mind your backs! They're behind us now, too!
I'm gonna say, stay your hand, my shortest sheath. I am no enemy of yours.
Unsheath your sword. Booze knows. It twitches. There is evil here.
Alright, Minch, thanks. If you be a man of goodwill and faith, stand with us against this tide of darkness. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. What can I do?
Velbol? Dostorn.
Get on down in there and turn undead.
Dostorn.
Can't tell if she's turning undead or not. I guess she is. I don't know how it works. Okay. Or I know how it works, but I don't use it a lot, or haven't used it a lot in this game. So I forget how it works in Baldur's Gate in general. Alright, let's
Yeah? What do you want?
bring some pain.
What?
Will a wizard's might?
You have my thanks, stranger. Deepvane's my name. Brother Auckland Deepvane of the Talhoun Order, or Doomathorn's Secret Gleam. What's left of it? No, I shouldn't have complained. We'd none of us have survived that onslaught without your aid.
See, I met another one of your number, Darren Highhammer, outside the cavern. Gurn Coldhearth falls, and that coward lives. Where's the justice in that, I ask you? He was supposed to keep the beasties away from us. That was his job. Well, you see him again, tell him to get his biscuit arse in here and help us. What will you do now? You fellows and I need time to rest, to heal. Once that's done, we'll venture back into the cavern, slay the slain one final time, and find Gurn's body. I'll no return to the world without it. Okay. Say, stay here and ensure no other undead escape, and I'll venture into the caverns and find your friend. I wish we were in any kind of shape to help you out, but we're not. Watch your back in there. Okay. Well, okay.
Huh? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Just want to see what's back there. This is the exit. Yeah. There's loot to be gotten. Yeah, I'll take that. What else we got? Definitely take that. I guess maybe I'm full? My inventory full? No? Why can't I take this? I don't understand, but okay. You come over here.
Keep watch for ancient tomes or
What you got?
any
Way ahead of you,
scrolls
boss.
that might contain
Yes.
lost arcana.
Let's talk more fight.
Yep, I guess he was just full. What else is here? Yep, I'm good. Alright.
You want what?
You want what? Let's give this to her so she can identify it. I got a ring of some sort too. What is this? This elixir of health. Okay. Let's go here and can I identify? It's a mace +1. What is this? Ring of fire resistance. Okay. Okay, let's see what's
Yeah,
happening
way
here
ahead of you, boss.
in the cavern of the undead. Undead. Oh, what's this? Gold. That's that. Oop.
Huh?
Ah.
Yes. Huh? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yes. What you got for me this time?
I need to move some of your stuff to other people, dude. What is this? Extra healing. What is this? Ammo belt. Okay. Person, I guess I'll give that to her. Try to free up some of his. Copy note. Done. I'm going to drop this. Copy note. Done. What is this? Is that the same thing? Yeah. Done. Just freeing up some inventory.
What do you want? Way ahead of you, boss.
Are you way ahead of me? Well, you don't even need me, do you? I have no idea what I just picked up, but okay. Well, the heck is this stuff? Hill is badly injured. Bunch of gas and stuff. I guess he's he's potentially a good guy. Let's see if we can help him out.
Aye.
Time to end
Oh, she got.
Yes.
All right, get out of there.
Yes.
Small, you saved Small? Look like you could use saving. I see the monster's attacking you. Now just one monster remains, but won't be for long. But you won't for long, I assure you. I did, or are you going to make me regret that? I'll say you look like you could use saving. All Small's little friend's dead. Small all alone now. Little friends? You mean the dwarves? They're not all dead, Small. I talked to one named Auckland at the cavern's entrance. Do not tarry in this place, Small. You are too gentle. Creatures such as you has no friends. I must say, little friends, you mean the dwarves? They're not all dead. They alive. Small's friends alive. Oh, Small, go see them now. Thank you, little boy. Thank you from Small. Okay. A gentle giant. I've never seen the like. Alright, I should tell the dwarves about the giant. Alright. That's nice. My cleric went over and automatically healed. Captain Core went up, I think is her name.
I swim in memories of places such as this. Most unpleasant memories.
Whatever you like.
Walk around, see if I detect any traps. It is locked. The chest is magically warded and can only be...
The Shining Lady is not the child of Baal some claimed her to be.
Yeah, we've already had this
Though she
conversation.
is not of Baal's blood. Lead on. I shall follow.
Wow, right in the middle of getting information, and she walks up and gives me that same conversation again. This chest is magically warded and can only be opened using a special key. An image of a dwarf holding a jeweled dagger is etched onto the magical plate above the lock. A dwarf with a jeweled dagger. Okay. Ah. Oh. Doesn't look like anything magic. Yeah, I'll be taking that. Oh, carrion crawlers. A bunch of carrion crawlers. Wow. Run. Okay.
Huh?
Ah.
You want boo?
By demand?
Your need.
Speak.
What is she carrying? Mace +1. Alright, same thing I found a while ago. I thought I had... Yeah, what is this? Wand of Monster Summoning. Wand of Fear. Yeah, lots of gems. What do you got here, dear?
I hear.
Wand of Magic Missiles. Wand of Fire. I think I want you to use that, dear. Why is that? Why is that not showing up in her? She's got it in her quick items, right? As well as, what is that? Yeah, the Stone Ally. Summon Lesser Stone Golem. Why is that not showing up in her quick items? Oh, there it is. Duh. I'm going to throw it right. It's basically like a big fireball. I'm going to throw it right there and see what happens. Throw it. Alright, nice. That helped. Okay, everybody.
What you got for me this time?
Take these things out. I don't think in any D&D ever, whether it's a computer game or tabletop, I don't think I've ever seen a big swarm of carrion crawlers like that. That was kind of weird. I like carrion crawlers. They're one of my favorite D&D monsters. I don't know why. I've just always liked them, but I've never seen them in a pack like that.
Yes, whatever you like.
Always take potions, because you never know. What is this? This collapsed tunnel seems to have been abandoned mid-dig. Several broken and discarded tools protrude from the pieces of rock. But I guess I can't do anything about it. I can't attack it or anything, can I?
Yeah? What do you want?
Yeah, I cannot.
Huh? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Oh, I need a key. Is there any... Do I see any... What is this? A green gemstone and an orange background mark this banner's owner as a follower of the dwarves, of the dwarven god Dumathoin. That's with the dwarves that I'm helping out her with. Okay. So they, like, set up camp in here? Is that what happened? What is this? Friends! Small, you bloody great wood mover. You live, it's great to see you, lad. Good to know not everyone's fallen to the undead. Not yet, at any rate. I never thought I'd be happy to see your hideous face, Small. It's amazing how having several of your brethren cut down by the living dead changes your perspective. Glad to have you back with us, you hideous lump. Little friend alive, Small alive. It good day, better than before, good. I brought Small back to the dwarves.
I swim in memories of places such as this.
I'm gonna go talk to him really quick.
Most unpleasant memories.
You've returned. What did you find? Any sign of Garen Coldheart?
None, but the search continues. Okay, I was going to see if he's going to tell me anything about that chest. I didn't think so, but never hurts to ask. Okay, so we're at 40 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and call the, well, let's fight these zombies, and then that's going to be the end of the video.
Victory shall be ours!
Oh, ho, sweetheart, get out of there. Can she? Holy smokes. You definitely need to drink that. Whoa, got a level drained? What all's going on here? How about people getting levels drained? Yeah, 1 level drain. Yikes. Yeah, she's getting torn up. Now, why does she... Is she held? What is going on here? Let me get to Safana. Okay, yeah, so she's like held or something. That little symbol there, stunned. I was trying to see what effects are on her. Safana. Held. Yeah, she's held. She's got energy drain. Protection from evil. Wow. I've got to get some healing on her ASAP. She's dead. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to reload. Okay, here we go again. So, fight these zombies. Like I said, I was about to... There they go. There's a ton of them. Man, that's crazy. Okay. You.
What you got for me this way ahead of you, boss?
That's your comeback. I think I'm going to try to use this wand of fireballs again. Throw it quick. Throw it quick. Okay. That hurt. That hurt Minsk. Minsk. You need to drink a healing potion. Everybody else, get in here and kill this stuff. Okay. That made a difference. Oh, man. It's like little ash outlines in the ground. Okay, let's loot and then get a gem. Nothing. What's this? A gem. And is there anything else? No. Looks like it. Okay. Wow, you're kind of hurt,
Yes,
bro.
I will.
You got any healing magic left? Yeah, throw that on him. Okay.
What you got top of my to-do list?
I don't know which direction I'm going to go next time. I don't know if I'm going to go down or if I'm going to, or south or east. But we are going to kill it there. That's almost 45 minutes. So thanks so much for watching this episode of the Shane Plays Let's Play series of Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear. We're looking for this dwarf's remains and also just trying to clear out this cave that we found. And then after we get done with this, we've got to reroute our army to find a new crossing at a different bridge north because the other bridge we were going to use got blown up. But we got diverted into here as we were exploring around. So that's where we are at when we pick up next time. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment and a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. That helps me tremendously. But regardless, thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you next time on Shane Plays.